Mystics of the Magic, Chapter 2, Trail in Unions. Jade and Rainfall rushed down the halls of the church with water and medicine. They rushed into the main part of the church, where multiple people were laying on the ground, either in pain or sleeping. There were more of the South villagers in two side halls, even in the varsity. Jade went into the first hall, while Rainfall went into the second hall. Rainfall rushed over to Aqua with a bag of medicine. "Here's the rest of the medicine. How are the villagers?" "Most of them are resting," Aqua said. "They had minor injuries. They just need to rest." "Where's the medical team?" Just as Aqua spoke, 3 animals walked in the hall. The crests on their vests show halos with wings. "Speak of the devils themselves." "I'm sorry we're late, Master Aqua," Vinci said. "We'll take it from here." "Very well. Rainfall, let's take our leave." Aqua and Rainfall walk out of the church. Jade and Iran were waiting for them. "How's the village leader?" Aqua asks. "He's all right," Iran says. "He didn't get badly hurt." "What do we do now?" Jade asks. "If that Inferno Morin beast came from my dimension, something must be happening in our world, and on Earth." Rainfall looked over at Aqua to see her lost in thought. "Aqua, are you okay?" "I'm fine," Aqua says. "Let's head back to the castle. I don't want the people to hear us." With that said, the 4 head back to the castle. Back on Earth, a castle floats in the sky. You see, there are 4 unions that protect both Earth and Nerium. These 4 unions consist of wonder, dreams, belief, and hope. The unions of hope, dreams, and belief reside in the world of Nerium, while the union of wonder resides in the Earth skies, hidden from people's eyes. In a full room of potions and books, a black wolf with yellow-colored tint makes a seal chalk on the floor. He takes a potion on the table in front of him. He puts down his book and says, "This seal is made. Now to see if the spell works." The wolf centers and chants, "Light and dark, hear my call. Give me the power of the shadow dawn." The seal starts to shine, and a sliver of light makes its way to the potion. The potion starts to glow, and after some time, it starts to fizz. The wolf uses his magic to levitate the book over to him and looks at the page he was reading before. "It worked," he said in excitement. "Daijoubu!" Before he could celebrate his achievement any further, his yellow crystal ball started to vibrate. Huh? He walks over to the crystal ball and taps it. "Hello? Thunder, it's me." "Well, hello, Aqua. Haven't heard from you in 8 freaking months," Thunder exclaimed. "I have been busy with my union, Thunder," Aqua said. "You know my job is important." "Right," Thunder said sarcastically. "What do you need?" Thunder walked out of his study and down the hall. From behind, a yellow and brown serval kept their distance. Thunder could feel that something or someone was following him. He looked back to see no one. He shrugged it off as his nerves acting up. He turned his head back around only to be jump-scared by the same serval. Thunder falls back and yells, "What the hell, Lemon?" "What, I can't say hi to my best friend?" Lemon teased. She used her magic to help Thunder up. "That wasn't really funny." Sorry. "Where are you going?" Lemon asked. "I'm going to see my father," Thunder answers. "Why?" "Aqua called me a few minutes ago." "About what?" "I'll tell you at the union meeting." Lemon sighs and says, "All right, tell Professor Liam I said hi." Lemon walks back to her room while Thunder walks to his father's office. He knocks on the door and hears, "Enter." Thunder walks into his father's office and sees his father looking at papers. No doubt students' work from his class. Liam looks up and says, "Hello, Thunder. How can I help you?" "Aqua called me a few minutes ago," Thunder said as he closed the door. "Really? How is she?" "She's fine. It's the villagers that she's worried about." "What do you mean?" Thunder explains the situation to his father. "I see. That's not the only thing. Did she say something else?" "Actually, Iran told me to tell you this." Thunder took a breath and said, "She wants the Guardians from Earth to come to the Union meeting." Liam blinks a few times and sighs in frustration. "Should have seen that coming," Liam said. "Is that really wise? I know we have an agreement with the 5 of them, but bringing them to a Union meeting? I think I know what Iran is trying to do." "What?" "I'll tell you at the meeting. Could you bring the Guardians to the gathering place?" "Sure, I can bring them." "And Dad?" Liam looks at Thunder. "Be careful." Liam smiles and says, "I will, son." Thunder looks up at the night sky, the stars shining with the crescent moon. "Thunder?" Thunder looks back to see North, Bunny, Tooth, Sandy, and Jack. "You made it." "Thank you for agreeing to meet me here," Thunder said. "Thank you for inviting us to your union meeting," Thunder says. "It's been a while since we've seen Aqua." "Not me," Jack said. "I saw her the other night, still as stern as ever." "Careful, Jack. You won't want Aqua to hear you say that," Thunder said. "Anyway, if you follow me, I'll show you the way to the gathering place." Thunder opens a portal and walks through it. "Come along. We don't have much time." The 5 follow Thunder through the portal and look around. The area around them was covered in vines and white flowers. Dark blue and green mushrooms cover the sides of the hallway. "Where are we?" Bunny asked. "Bosque de Árboles Lunares, Moon Tree Forest," Thunder says. "This is where we have our union meetings." Thunder leads the 5 to an open area where different animals and creatures talk to each other. "These are the members of the union?" Jack asked. "Not all of them," Thunder says. "The Union of Wonder and the Union of Dreams aren't here yet. Stay here until the meeting is over to talk to Iran." Thunder walks down the stairs to talk to the others. Bunny looks around the room and sees Aqua. "Oh, great. She's here too?" "Who?" Tooth looks down and sees Aqua alone. "Hey, is it just me, or does Aqua look different?" Sandy creates a check mark. "She looks the same to me," Bunny says. "You say that every time you see her, Cottontail," Jack says. Aqua walks deeper into the crowd and thinks, "Where's Luna, Pond, Liam, and Thunder?" "Aqua!" Aqua looks over to see Lemon running to her. She jumps and tries to give Aqua a hug, but Aqua moves out of the way, making Lemon eat the floor. "Ow! What gives, Aqua?" "That's Master Aqua, Lemon," Aqua reminded her. "You should act more your age and status." "Come on, you love me," Lemon said, "and you never call anymore." "It's because I have a job to do." "What?" "Don't try and reason with her, Lemon." Aqua and Lemon look behind to see Pond walking to them. You know Aqua prioritizes her work. "And you're an experimental wreck, Instanke," Aqua says in annoyance. "But do I comment? No." "Hey, sorry I'm late." The others look over to see Thunder. "Where did you go?" Lemon asks. "I went to get you, but you weren't in your room." "I had to do something before I came here." "What does that mean?" Aqua asked. She looks up to see North, Tooth, Sandy, Bunny, and Jack. "Thunder? What in Irene's name are they doing here?" "Irene asked for them to be here. She wants to talk to them after the meeting is over. And the meeting is about to start. Come on, you two." Thunder, Aqua, and Pond walk over to the tree and take their seats. Looks like everyone is here, Kel says. Shall we start the meeting? Indeed, Luna says. May the Union of Dreams begin? The floor is yours, Luna, Liam says. The Union of Dreams is happy to announce that 2 of our apprentices have become protectors of the sacred class. They are Mystic and Leo. I didn't know Mystic and Leo were trained to be in the sacred class, Jade said. I didn't expect any less from those 2, Rainfall added. The Union of Belief also has news, Kel says. We have finished our ceremonial building, and Ash will have his apprentice ceremony. But we have also suffered a loss. Our healer, Owlflight, has passed from old age. His apprentice, Redclaw, will take over for him in his place. Son, I'm so sorry, Aqua said in condolence. She knew that Owlflight had been like a grandfather to Sun when he was young, and so did Kels as a father. He was a good healer, Sun said, but he's in a better place, just like the others. The Union of Wonder is blessed to have 2 students in the House of Support and House of Creation, Pepperway and Lunix. Let me guess, you're Lunix's mentor? Pond asked. Not this time, Thunder said. That honor goes to Master Light. How did you get so lucky? Pond teased. Thunder blinks a few times and then blushes. Really, Pond? Now? The Union of Hope has news as well, Irene said. Aqua's apprentice, Opalina, has completed her apprenticeship, but she has decided to undergo a new training, to become a guardian. She will learn under Master Aqua once again. Congratulations, Aqua, Sun says. Thank you, Sun. Although I don't know why she decided for me to be her guardian mentor. I think we all know why she chose you, Pond says. However, we also bring news of warning, Irene said. Everyone looked at Irene with confusion. They had all known Irene to be confident, level-headed deputy of any of the deputies in the Alliance. Aqua looks up at the deputies for a moment and looks away. She knew what Irene was about to say. Over 24 hours ago, an infernal morn beast set the South Village ablaze. We know it came from here to the reality in between through a portal, but we do not know who sent it to Nerium. What? Is that even possible? Bunny asked. He looks over at Jack, who has a guilty look on his face. Jack, did you know? I may have been involved with catching it, Jack said, scratching the back of his neck. Luna looks at Irene in shock for a second, turns to Kels and asked, Why didn't you tell me this before? It wasn't for me to say, Kels says in a cold tone. Everyone from the 4 unions were talking amongst themselves. They were panicked or worried. Some even thought that this was the Divine's fault. The deputies and second-in-commands looked around the meeting room. Aqua thought for a moment and yelled, Silencio! Aqua's voice boomed through the forest. Everyone stopped talking. The Big 5 looked at Aqua in surprise. They knew that Aqua was loud when she needed to be, but her voice had been even louder than normal. I know you all are worried, but I have a suggestion, Aqua proclaimed and continued. If the deputies are willing to hear. Irene looked at Luna, Kels, and Liam. The 3 of them nod their heads in approval. Come on up, Aqua, Irene says. Let's hear what you have to say. Aqua flies up to the deputies and sits next to Irene. What could she possibly suggest that could help them? Bunny thought to himself. I suggest we all double our patrols, Aqua says. We all have great numbers of warriors and guards in our unions who can work double time. Mana and magic users can work as lookouts from above, and the villagers can volunteer and join patrols. Now wait a moment, one of the members from the Union of Wonder interrupted. The Union of Wonder is different from hope, belief, and dreams. We're made up of students, if you forgot. Jade growled in annoyance and defense. Jade, calm down, Rainfall said, holding Jade's arm. I understand your need for concern, but the houses of magic and creation have talented creatures in them. Spellcasters, mana, and magic users can teach them how to fight and defend themselves. I know this is a stretch, but we all made a vow to protect our alliance from any darkness that may threaten it. I agree with Aqua, Irene said. We don't know what's happening in the realities as of now. We need to be prepared and ready for anything. I will go with Aqua's suggestion. I will too, Luna says. Aqua has never been wrong before. I will go with Aqua's suggestion, Liam says. And I think it might be good for the students to learn from other unions. Kells? I might as well, Kells says. Thank you, deputies, Aqua says. I know this will be a major change, but it's necessary to protect our alliance. Iran looks up to see the moon still in view. The moon is still out. There's still time before we have to leave. Enjoy the rest of the night. Aqua and the deputies jumped down from the tree. Did they really have to be here? Aqua whispers in Iran's ear. The both of them look up at their 5 guardians. They needed to know what happened, Iran said. And I do need to speak with them. Iran walks over to the stairs and up to the higher level. Aqua shakes her head and thinks, we've been doing fine for the last 400 years. Why of all the guardians does she have to invite them? Lemon and the others wave over to Aqua. She looks over and smiles. But there are others who keep me sane in times of chaos. I'm glad you could make it, Irene said. I'm sorry Thunder couldn't tell you why I needed to speak with you. Oh, don't worry, mate, Bunny says. The meeting said everything. Did a Morn Beast really set one of your villages on fire? Tooth asked in concern. I'm afraid so. The villagers almost didn't make it. Somehow it made its way to Earth. Which brings me to ask, can you help us? How? Jack asked. The deputies and the Divine are planning to go back to Earth and find any abnormalities where the Morn Beast was spotted, Iran explains. You 5 have been in that town before. It would be better if we had guardians with us that know the area. Just a question. Who are the members of the Divine? Bunny asked. Jade and Rainfall, Thunder and Pond, and Sun and Aqua. Bunny felt his left eye twitch in annoyance and asked, Really? Aqua? Yes, I know we made an agreement to keep our problems separate, but this is a problem for all of us. Of course, North says. Bunny will behave himself. Me? What about Aqua? She's always the one who starts the fight. Sheila's a monster. Now that's a bit much, Bunny, Iran says. And it's not like you're any better. We can meet in the center of town tomorrow night. Iran lifts her arm and summons a portal. This portal will take you back to Earth. Thank you, Iran. The big 5 walk through the portal, and the portal vanishes. Iran looks up to see the moon out of sight. She looks down to see the Union of Wonder and the Union of Belief gone. She looks to her left and sees the Union of Dreams leaving. She walks down the stairs and over to Aqua. Well, they said they would help, Irene says. Even Bunny? Indeed. Oh, that's just great, Aqua says sarcastically. Aqua, I know this is sudden, but we need their help. Plus, you're not exactly caught up with Earth's customs. I have no idea what you're talking about. Even so, we have to go home. Right. Avoiding the conversation altogether. Aqua uses her water to make a small-scale model of the town she was in before. She then creates another small-scale model of the magma plains and the South Village. The Morin beast got teleported from the magma plains to the South Village, and then it appeared in the town. 3 different places in 3 different realities. It shouldn't be possible. Aqua could feel her eyes getting heavy. She shakes her head and hits her forehead. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Aqua? Aqua looks up to see Iran. You're still up? I thought I would try and figure this out before I went to bed. Iran moves Aqua's bangs up. You look like you haven't slept in weeks, Aqua. I get that you're nocturnal, but you need sleep. But, no buts. I know you want to find out what's happening, but you need your rest. Aqua looks over and sighs. Alright, I'll just leave the scales here. Good night, Iran. Good night, Aqua. Aqua laid in her bed, restless. She couldn't stop thinking about the state of the magic reality and the reality of realism. Her eyes became heavy, and she finally fell asleep. The next night, Aqua led the others to the center of town. She looks over to the right and says, "That's where I saw it." Iran walks over to the hole and walks around it. She looks up and down and says, "I can't sense any Malak." Malak? North asks. Malak is what Morin beasts carry around with them, Jade says. Sometimes infernal Morin beasts carry around with Sun, but in most cases they don't. Without Malak, we can't track where it originally came from. Aqua, didn't you say that you looked into the Morin beast's memory? Rainfall asked. Did you see where the Morin beast entered from? I'm afraid not, Aqua said. The Morin beast's memories were fizzy. I couldn't see how it got here. So we'll have to track the origin the old-fashioned way, Thunder says. He goes into his bag and takes out an emerald green potion. Aqua? Aureal Voralis! The emerald green liquid flows out of the bottle and above the previous location of the Morin beast. The liquid bubbles like water being boiled on a stove. What's happening? Jack asked. Wait and see, Jade says. The liquid erupts like in a volcano and evaporates into the air. The group looks around to see nothing. Was that supposed to happen? Tooth asked. Sandy, being confused himself, creates a question mark above his head. Give it a second, Thunder says. A second later, green paw marks appear on the ground, going in multiple directions. The first set of tracks went to the west of town. The second set of tracks went to the east of town. The third set of tracks went to the north of town. And the last set of tracks went towards the forest. Why are there 4 sets of tracks? Sun wonders. I thought there was only one Morin beast. Aqua? I only saw one Inferno Morin beast, Aqua says. Pond looks at the tracks and says, Looks like we have mimics. What are mimics? Tooth asked. They're aliens from our reality, Pond says. Huh? Indeed. They take the form of objects, people. They can even turn invisible. They can be hard to catch in groups, but alone they're weak. They have red beaming eyes with the body of a slug and arms of an octopus. They have teeth, sharp blood. Before Pond could finish, Aqua pulled her right ear and said, If you can talk with all that energy, you can hunt a mimic with no problem. Ow, ow, ow! Aqua lets go of Pond's ear. That hurt! Tu videri. And you talk too much, Aqua says. Aqua, Thunder, Bunny, Jack, head to the forest, Iran says. Jade, North, Tooth, head to the north. Sun, Pond, Sandy, go west. I'll head south and look from above. Right. Let's get this over with, Aqua says. Does Miriam get attacked often? No. Nerium has a well-developed defense system that's meant to keep unwanted visitors out, Aqua says. But for some reason, it didn't activate when the Morin Beast came to the South Village. I'll have to ask Kels to look at the system when we get back to Nerium. Kels, he's the deputy of the Union of Belief, right? Why does he have to look at it? Isn't it in your union? Bunny asked. Kels was the one who built the defense system, Thunder said. Aqua doesn't have the knowledge to work the system Kels has built. We were doing fine without technology 1,000 years ago. We don't need it now, Aqua says. Kels has a bad habit of creating something and having it backfire at the worst possible time. Aqua, it's the 21st century, Jack says. Technology isn't that bad. Yes, it is. Aqua, come in. Go ahead, Rainfall. We got one of the mimics, she says. Find anything on your end? No, not yet, Aqua says. Keep me updated. Hey, Aqua, you never told us what a Morin Beast can really do, Jack says. Aqua looks back while walking deeper into the forest, her eyes glowing in the dim light. Morin Beasts are monsters of darkness. They have physical bodies, but they can possess anything and anyone, Aqua says. And how do you know that? Bunny asked. When you've lived as long as me and Iran, you tend to wander. That's all I will say. And remind me again how, before Bunny could finish his request, Aqua pinches his nose hard and says, Watch what you say or you might lose that mouth of yours. All right! Aqua lets go of Bunny's nose and walks deeper into the forest while Bunny rubs his nose to make the pain go away. Bloody demon. Thunder shakes his head, but then sees Aqua not moving any further. He looks at her with confusion. Aqua, is everything okay? Thunder asked. Aqua didn't answer. The others look at each other, and Thunder walks up to Aqua's left side. Aqua, what's wrong? Aqua didn't talk. She only pointed to the ground. Thunder looked to where Aqua was pointing, and his blood ran cold. The trees had purple and black mist surrounding them, and the ground was covered in darkness. The grass had turned to ash. Oh no.
you.